Shippers, get ready to debate. Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 reasons why fans think Hermione should have ended up with Harry in Harry Potter. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at all the reasons why shippers of the two think Hermione and Harry would have been a better match than Hermione and Ron were. Please don't shoot the messenger, by the way, we have no stake in this.
That's exactly where he'll expect you to go, because it means something to you.
Number 10, people already think they're together. You know those friends you have who everyone thinks are a thing, even when they're not? Well, that's Harry and Hermione. This is less obvious in the movies than it is in the books, because Cho Chang is incredibly jealous of Hermione when she and Harry start dating. When they go for their first date at Madame Puddifoot's in Hogsmeade, Harry has to meet Hermione partway through the day, and Cho reacts very badly, implying that there's something going on beyond friendship between Harry and Hermione.
I'm sorry.
That's not even to mention the jealousy Ron feels of their relationship, which rears its ugly head in Deathly Hallows. Number 9, they each could have done better. It kind of goes without saying that Hermione is out of Ron's league. She's smart, she's talented, she's got a great sense of humor, and she proves that it's not hard for her to find guys who want to date her. We get that she and Ron have a great friendship, but he's also rash, impulsive, not a very hard worker, and can be quite nasty when he's jealous.
Victor's gone to go and get drinks. Would you care to join us?
No, would not care to join you and Victor.
What's got you wanting a knot?
Then let's talk about the movies for a second here. While Ginny is an absolute badass in the books, her character in the films is pretty one note, and to be honest, pretty darn boring.
Shoelace.
While in the novels Harry and Ginny clearly make a good match, for anyone who's only seen the story play out on screen, it can be pretty baffling.
I can stay hidden up here too if you like.
Number 8, House Elf Appreciation. One of the things that Hermione is most passionate about is House Elf liberation, though this plotline falls by the wayside in the movies.
Traitor Weasley.
Answer her.
Ron doesn't share her views on this, and only at the very end expresses interest in securing their safety at the Battle of Hogwarts.
Master Weasley, so good to see you.
Harry, on the other hand, respects house elves on a more human level. Though, to be fair, he also wasn't very enthusiastic about Spew.
Harry Potter freed Dobby. How can Dobby ever repay him?
This brings up the point that Harry and Hermione have a shared experience of being discriminated against.
No one asked your opinion, you filthy little mudblood.
While Ron did deal with discrimination from being poor, it wasn't anything compared to what Hermione had to go through for being Muggle-born, or the prejudice Harry experienced throughout the series for his past. Number 7, they've always respected one another. Things didn't exactly get out to an easy start for our golden trio. In Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, when they all first meet, Ron and Harry are both skeptical of Hermione, who comes off as a bit of a know-it-all.
Are you sure that's a real spell? Well, it's not very good, is it? Of course, I've only tried a few simple ones myself, but they've all worked for me.
But Hermione instantly has disdain for Ron, and Ron practically bullies her for much of the first book and movie.
She needs to sort out her priorities.
Harry is never as cruel as Ron is, and always shows a level of respect for Hermione that Ron doesn't. Hermione has a lot to teach Harry, and he can acknowledge that. Ron continues to display this attitude at several times throughout the series.
I think that means you owe someone an apology.
Right. Next time I see Crookshanks, I'll let him know.
I meant me.
Number 6, Ron's potential for sacrifice. We've said a lot of negative things about Ron so far, but he does have his moments.
Ron, no!
What is it?
He's going to sacrifice himself.
No, you can't! There must be another way!
In Philosopher's Stone, when the trio are going through their slate of challenges to rescue the stone before Voldemort can get his hands on it, Ron makes a major sacrifice during the chess game when he lets his player be taken so that his side can ultimately win.
Run! No, don't move!
It's a dramatic moment of courage, and it sees him letting Harry and Hermione move forward without him. Many speculated that of the main three characters, Ron seemed most likely to die, and we wouldn't have been surprised had he somehow sacrificed himself, leaving his friends to be together.
Ron, where are you going?
Number 5. JK Rowling's thoughts on the matter. Who better to weigh in on this important question than the very creator of all these characters? In a 2014 interview for Wonderland, conducted with Emma Watson, JK Rowling admitted that she wrote the Hermione-Ron relationship as a form of wish fulfillment. While many news outlets at the time reported that Rowling said Harry and Hermione should have ended up together, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but she did say, in some ways, Hermione and Harry are a better fit. And certain fans couldn't agree more. If even the writer of the series is questioning these two being together, it's no surprise that others have too.
Well, I just thought, seeing as neither of us can go with who we'd really like to, we should go together as friends.
Why didn't I think of that?
Number 4. Their shared past. One major thing that Harry and Hermione have in common that Ron does not share with them is the fact that they both grew up with muggles, and both only found out that they had magical abilities when they received their Hogwarts letters.
Dear Mr. Potter, we are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry.
Because they both spent the beginnings of their lives living in the Muggle world, they have a shared experience that allows them to be more understanding of non-magical people. Also, when Hermione puts a powerful memory charm on her parents, she ends up essentially becoming an orphan, just like Harry.
Obliviate.
Number 3. Their mutual trust. One of the things that colours Ron and Hermione's relationship the most is the jealousy they have about one another. In fact, for several books, that jealousy was almost the only indication that we had that they even liked each other.
They get scary when they get older.
Ron, you spoiled everything!
Ron overreacted about Hermione's relationship with Crumb, and she responded in kind when he started spending time with Lavender.
A pugno.
We never see Harry and Hermione displaying jealousy about one another, be it about relationships or about their general achievements. Because they're in many ways equals, they trust each other implicitly.
You're a great wizard. You really are.
Not as good as you.
Number 2. The tent scene. Harry-Hermione shippers often point to this scene in Deathly Hallows Part 1 when talking about the chemistry between these two characters. In a low moment, the pair ends up sharing a light-hearted dance together that starts off as silly but funny, but ends up being a truly tender moment. Though this exact scene doesn't take place in the book, the two do experience some moments of tension that could have been read as romantic. JK Rowling herself admitted she was having some unexpected feelings about the situation while penning those scenes. Number 1. Key moments between just the two of them. Interestingly, some of the best moments in the series take place when Harry and Hermione are left alone together. In Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry and Hermione are forced to save Sirius together when Ron is injured. In Half-Blood Prince, the two share some great bonding time together when Ron is off with Lavender.
It feels like this.
In Goblet of Fire, Hermione ends up helping Harry prepare for the Triwizard Tournament when Ron is busy being jealous of Harry's success.
I finished last, Hermione.
Next to last.
And finally, one of the sweetest moments of the entire series takes place when Hermione accompanies Harry to Godric's Hollow and they visit his parents' tombstones. What's not to love? Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo UK and subscribe for more great content.